It's your summer. What the bird is barbecuing.
G'day jabronis, it is the Verd, back with you again, and welcome to a analysis video, discussion video. I feel like for these ones you don't really need to see my face, it's not as crucial because what I really want to be showing you is the information on the screen, not my face on the screen. So today, as you can kind of see from an Azumarill that is on your screen right now, we're going to be talking about a move, and the move that we're discussing today is Natural Gift. Now, for those of you who don't know what Natural Gift does, I'm going to pop up a little thing on the right hand side here, but basically Natural Gift takes the power. I'll actually go to the explanation of Natural Gift here. Natural Gift, the power and type depends on the user's berry. Now this, if you want to know all the different powers and whatnot, you can quite easily go onto Bulbapedia, type in Natural Gift. They have a pretty easy explanation here. So basically for this one they have all different kinds of base powers, and so today what I basically want to discuss with you though is these 6 Pokemon are not like in specificity. It's just like I was looking at Pokemon thinking, okay, what are some of the Pokemon that can use Natural Gift the best, because it's a really underrated tactic in a giraffe based format. A lot of times you won't see people use it, and so it's really important to understand like these cool things, because Natural Gift, kind of like Hidden Power, is a really underrated form of attack on your opponents, because it allows you to use a Pokemon that would normally get walled by something really effectively. So let me kind of break this down. So basically the berries I've given each Pokemon allows it to do a base 100 damage of whatever type that it would be. So there's some that do base 60 damage, there's some that do, base 80, but we're going for the base 100s because that's the optimal amount of damage you can get on an opponent's Pokemon. So, kicking things off, like I said, we have our friend Azumarill here. Now Azumarill, the bane of Azumarill's existence is Pokemon like Venusaur and Amoonguss, both of which are really annoying. They can wall it pretty easily, but with the Staff Berry, Azumarill can use Natural Gift Psychic, and that will actually be a base 100 Psychic type move. So it means that if you go for the Belly Drum and you have the Staff Berry, or if you have the Azumarill in and you're running an Adamant Nature, you can get a huge amount of damage off with the Staff Berry, especially since you have the huge power, obviously. So you can do a really solid job there of busting down walls. It's just a really smart way of countering things that you would think would be just an easy Azumarill check. So definitely one that you should consider, because a lot of times people just will run the Ice Punch, but it doesn't really do that much to Amoonguss, and obviously it doesn't do that much to Venusaur because Venusaur has thick fat. So this is a really nifty way to kind of think outside the box and get around it. Next up we have Breloom. So Breloom is a really solid Pokemon again. Again, Breloom is another Pokemon that could really use the Psychic one to deal with those 2 types, but we're looking more at another kind of foe to Breloom. One Pokemon that actually can deal with Breloom quite nicely sometimes is Mega Sableye, or Ghost types in general and whatnot, but Mega Sableye is one we're kind of focusing on. If it already has its Mega Evolution done up, you can't Spore it. You could try an SD on it, but there's no move that's going to be able to kill it straight away, and then it's going to Willow you in return and cripple you. But with a Key Berry, Breloom can fire off a Natural Gift Fairy, allowing it to be super effective on that Sableye. Now if you run an Adamant Nature, +2 Key Berry Natural Gift is pretty much destroying Sableye's life. There is not much Sableye can do about it. It is, again, a really smart way to deal with certain threats. Obviously you can run many different berries for Breloom, because there are obviously other Pokemon that can wall it quite well. For instance, Landorus Therian, you can actually run one that I'm about to mention actually soon. Actually, I might as well mention it now. So for Landorus Therian and stuff, we have the Ganlon Berry, which Talonflame is holding. Now the reason why Talonflame has the Ganlon Berry, this could also be what's it called again? Hold on, it's on here. Talonflame can also hold the Apricot Berry. Yeah, the Apricot Berry. Because with an Apricot Berry, it's a base 100 ground type move, which means Heatran can go bye-bye. But the reason why we got Talonflame with a Ganlon Berry is because this is a more realistic situation. One Pokemon that can come in quite easily against Talonflame a lot of the time is Garchomp, as well as Landorus Therian. So with the Ganlon Berry, you can do a base 100 natural gift Ice, and this obviously is going to be huge in a draft-based format, especially for a Pokemon like Talonflame, being able to get off that massive amount of damage after like an SD as Garchomp comes in, and then going straight for that natural gift Ice to blow it away is really clutch. It also works great on Breloom, even Scizor to an extent, as I'll explain later. But it's a really nice tech on Talonflame that you should definitely consider. Natural Gift Talonflame is, I think, one of the most underrated Pokemon in a draft-based format. I think people don't really understand that it's not just all about Brave Birding and Flare Blitzing and all that stuff. You can run this so diversely, and with a Sword Stance or Bulk Up set, Natural Gift becomes a seriously dangerous move, because something that you felt could wall it quite easily is not going to wall it as well as you initially thought. Next up is probably the one that you all know by now. If you watch the GBA, you would have seen George or Sceptile MC use a Whatmore Berry Natural Gift Scizor, which is obviously Natural Gift Fire, did base 100 to the Mega Scizor and knocked it out clean. So this is probably the most obvious one. It's basically like HP Fire, only it's a physical type attack and it deals 100 damage. So it's very good. It works really nice on Scizor too, because it baits in other Scizors that want to try and wall it. Also baits in stuff like Fortress, Scavalier, things that can just get absolutely blown back, and obviously it can bait in things like Ferrothorn, which will not appreciate going up against something like that. So it's a really easy tech. Obviously it's one of the reasons why Occa Berry or Whatmore Berry are two very common items on Scizors now to be able to deal with a lot of threats. But like I said, Scizor can make use of a lot of different berries in its scenarios, depending on what it's up against, to be fair. Again, the Key Berry can be good, but then again, Bug Bite does so much to Sableye, like it's ridiculous. So there is that too, but there's plenty of options for Scizor. Things that would normally wall it, you can now bust through, because people really forget how good Natural Gift is on a lot of these Pokemon. Another one that people don't even realize has it is a Weavile. Now I've given Weavile a Lychee Berry. Now Lychee Berry, it gives you a base 100 Grass type move, so that basically means that Quagsires, Keldeos, things like that would normally come in on Weavile and be a potential issue, can get absolutely destroyed by Weavile. Now obviously it's not going to do a huge amount initially, but if you can run a Swords Dance set, it can effectively rip through teams. So that's like one of the big things. Other Pokemon that can wall it, sometimes Heatran can wall it, and if you're not running Low Kick, you could run the Ground type one, because that also hits Raikou, but it's not really, I feel like you're better off with Low Kick in that situation. But there's definitely a lot of other ways you can run it. There's Lychee, there's obviously the Staff Berry again if you want the Psychic one to hit people hard. I'm just trying to think of like things that Weavile generally struggles with. Again, Weavile can run the Whatmore Berry too, so you can deal with opposing Scizors. Just gotta watch out for that BP obviously. But George used one in the March Madness Grand Final. I don't think he was able to get it off though, which was a Natural Gift Electric Weavile to be able to hit the Mega Blaster. So you can see that definitely there is a lot of creativity when it comes to these ones. And finally, again, I've just given it a Whatmore Berry, but I just want to kind of show off like the fact that regular Gyarados does get the Natural Gift too, and this is a really big one, because with Moxie obviously and the D-Dance, this can clear a path for Gyarados to be able to win, because it can basically make it +1 speed, +2 attack by getting rid of its biggest threat. So obviously it can run like Bounce and say Waterfall, and then if there's one more threat in your way, again, like I said, if it's maybe a Scizor or a Ferrothorn, Natural Gift, Whatmore Berry, boom, get out of my way, I am a Gyarados, is pretty much the premise to this one. Like again with Garchomps, you can run the Ganlon Berry and go straight for that Ice move, because obviously it does more than Ice Fang. It does 35 base power more than Ice Fang, so it's probably got a better chance to kill the Garchomp in that situation. But there's also like, the bulky waters to try and wall Gyarados, so you could run effectively like the electric one or the water one, sorry, not the water one, the grass one, because again, Quagsire, Seismitoad, they're all things that can kind of somehow deal with Gyarados without it being its mega form of Mold Breaker. So this allows you to cover the lack of Mold Breaker and put in some work. So that's basically going to do it, guys, for my Natural Gift. Now, I really need to stress this. A lot of Pokemon learn Natural Gift. It is not just these 6 Pokemon that learn Natural Gift. You would be surprised how many learn it, so I implore you to consider in the next time that you're, you know, building for a team and you're thinking, oh, I have this one Pokemon I really want to use, oh, but it can't get past this Pokemon, how can I do it? Oh, this Pokemon learns Natural Gift, maybe that's a way I can get past it, because I guarantee you it can definitely put in work for your team. So I would seriously consider it if I were you guys, because I've used Natural Gift in the past, and I find it to be one of the most underrated moves in the game. Like, everybody talks about how good Scald and Knockoff are as like the standard general moves, but in a draft based format, Natural Gift can like turn the tide in a battle so easily, and I definitely feel like it's something you guys should consider, because it is an incredible move in this one. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you for sitting through this analysis video. I'll be having one coming up soon about a Pokemon, and then also probably one soon about a certain moveset. But if you would like to see any more moves in general, or perhaps items in general, discussed in this video, not in this video, on this channel, then please not only subscribe to my channel and like in the video, please, I implore you to comment on my videos. Let me know Pokemon that you would like to see discussed, movesets that you would like to see discussed, moves that you would like to see discussed, and items that you would like to see discussed on this channel. If you would like to join me in a discussion on them, hit me up on Twitter at _verd29, or comment again in the comments below. But that is going to do it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a nice day. It's your boy the Verd, and I'm out this bit.